So let us start. Today our lesson is on word problem leading to quadratic equations. So write that. Word problem leading to quadratic equations. Example 1, I'm going to dictate. A certain number of students living in a hostel. A certain number of students living in a hostel decided to buy a television worth 6,300 shillings. A certain number of students living in a hostel decided to buy a television worth 6,300 shillings. Before the television was bought, 3 of the students withdrew. 3 of the students withdrew. The withdrawal led to each of the remaining students. The withdrawal led to each of the remaining students paying 70 shillings more to buy the television. Take X as the original number. Take X as the original number of students living in the hostel. Take X as the original number of students living in the hostel. Part A of the question. Write an expression for the Roman 1 original amount that would have been contributed. Original amount that would have been contributed by each student. Original amount that would have been contributed by each student. So this is what you do. You remember the X is the original number. So just say that X students contribute 6,300. So one student will contribute 6,300 over X. That is the answer. So each student originally will contribute 6,300 over X. Roman 2, the amount that was contributed by each member after 3 withdrew. Amount that was contributed by each member after 3 withdrew. So you have to understand something, that if X was the original, then it means after 3 withdrew, the remaining was X minus 3. So the X minus 3 is they're supposed to contribute the what? The 6,300. So X minus 3 students is equals to 6,300. So what about one student? So in this case, I'll be having 6,300 over X minus 3. 6,300 over X minus 3. Then part B of the question, determine the initial number of students in the hostel. Determine the initial number of students in the hostel. So how do you do this? So we want to form an equation leading to quadratic, and then we solve. So we want to determine the initial number. So this is what you do. You have been told they withdraw only to each of the remaining to pay 70 shillings more. So what you need to ask yourself is, between the first expression and the second expression, which one is bigger? So if you divide a number by a small number, you get a bigger number. So this means that 6300 over x minus 3 is actually greater than 6300 over x. So the equation will be 6300 over x minus 3 minus 6300 over x is equal to 70. Take note that the moment I see you writing 6300 over x minus 6300 over x minus 3 equals to 70, the moment you write a wrong equation, then marking stops there and you get 0 mark. So this expression must be right. So it is 6300 over x minus 3, because this one is the larger value, because the denominator is small. Then what do? So I'm saying the x minus 3 is smaller than x. And therefore, because we are taking 6300 divided by a smaller number, it has to be to be larger. So it means we'll say 6300 over x minus 3 minus 300 over x is equals to 70. So I'm just appealing to those of us who are getting to class right away that you need to keep time so that the 40 minutes is not that much. So we solve. So the LCM of x minus 3 and x is x into x minus 3. So x into x minus 3 divided by x minus 3 is x, and then you multiply by 6300. You get 6300x. Then minus x into x minus 3, you divide by x, you get x minus 3, and then you multiply with the numerator there. 300 into x minus 3. And then you equate it to 70. Then after that, you evaluate, you get 6300x minus 6300x plus, because minus and minus is plus, so this is 18900 over x squared minus 3x is equals to 70. Is equals to 70. So what remains here is 18900 over x squared minus 3x being equal to 70. Let us show our workings clearly. Show our workings clearly. Now, from there we'll write 70 into x squared minus 3x is equals to 18900. So at this point here, we can divide both sides by 70. Divide both sides by 70, and you will get x squared minus 3x is equal to 270. Then you have x squared minus 3x minus 270 is equals to 0. At this point, you are allowed to use any formula to solve quadratic equation. So you can use completing the square method, you can use formula method, or factor method. So let us use factor method. If I want to use factor method, I'll look for two numbers whose product is negative 270, that is 1 times negative 270, which is negative 270, and the sum is negative 3. If you know your multiplication table very well, then you will find that those numbers are negative 18 and 15. So this is x minus 18, x plus 15 is equals to 0. X is 18 or negative 15. And then you do what? You ignore you ignore negative 15. Ignore negative 15. So x is equals to 18. So that means that the initial number of students is 18 students. The initial number is 18 students. The initial number is 18 students. So let us write something. Let us write. So I hope you are through with that point there. Those who are getting into class, you are missing. You are missing so much. Now, that is the first one. That's the first one. Now, to those of us who are getting in late, I'll give a link and you'll be able to view this video later. So let us continue. Part C, find the amount of money contributed. Find the amount of money contributed by each student after 3 withdrew. Find the amount of money contributed by each student after 3 withdrew. Find the amount contributed by each student after 3 withdrew. So that means I am getting the x minus 3. What is x minus 3? X minus 3 is 18 minus 3, which is 15. So it means that the 15 students are supposed to pay 6,300. What about one student? And that will be 6,300 over 15, and you'll get 420. You'll get 420. So that is the first example. The second one, example 2. Agro company intends to buy a number of laptops. Agro company intends to buy a number of laptops for its workforce. A number of laptops for its workforce. The budget set aside for the purpose. Is 2,160,000 shillings. 2,160,000 shillings. During the purchase, the company is given a discount. During the purchase, the company is given a discount of 4,000 shillings per laptop. During the purchase, the company is given a discount of 4,000 shillings per laptop. This enables the company to buy 6 more laptops. This enables the company to buy 6 more laptops with the same budget. This enables the company to buy 6 more laptops with the same budget. So part A of the question, by letting X to be the number of laptops bought before the discount. By letting X to be the number of laptops bought before the discount. Find the cost of a laptop. Find the cost of a laptop. Roman 1, before the discount. Before the discount. So, before the discount, it will be, because we have X laptops, so it will be 2160,000 over X. And then after the discount, what happens after the discount? After the discount, he did what? He bought 6 more laptops. After the discount, he bought 6 more laptops. That is X plus 6. So the cost after the discount will be 2160,000 over X plus 6. Get it right there. Remember, there is a similarity between this problem and the other problem. And most of the questions are of that nature. Most of them. And you'll confirm that in cases even familiar, and you'll be able to answer all questions related to this. They are formed the same way. So that is the expression, the cost of a laptop before the discount and after the discount. Then part B, determine the number of laptops bought after the discount. Determine the number of laptops bought after the discount. Determine the number of laptops bought after the discount. So you now form an equation. You ask yourself, among the two, which one is big? Because you know very well, if X, remember X is a positive number. If X is a positive number, then you are sure that X plus 6 is greater. And if you take a number and you divide it by a bigger number, you get a smaller number. So it means this one divided by a smaller number will give me a greater number. So it means 2160,000 over X is greater than that. So you need to identify that and then write the equation properly and say that it is 2160,000 over X minus 2160,000 over X plus 6 is equal to 4,000. Just forming that already is a mark. But if you interchange that, you will not get it right. So from there, LCM, X into X plus 6. If I divide with X, and then I multiply with the numerator, I'll get 2160,000 into X plus 6. Then minus, this one divided by, the denominator is X, and then multiply with the numerator, I get 2160,000 X. And then that one will give me 4,000. That one will give me 4,000. So continue writing downwards, but for me, I want you to see, I want to write here on top. So what do? You need to evaluate that. And I've said, show your workings clearly. So this one is 2160,000 X plus, this one is 1296, 0,000 minus 2160,000 x over x squared plus 6x is equal to 4,000. And then you have 12,960,000 over x squared plus 6x is 4,000. Then you have 4,000 into x squared, that is cross multiplication. Then it is easier for us to divide both sides by 4,000, and you'll have x squared plus 6x is equal to 3240. So x squared plus 6x minus 3240 is equals to 0, because when you cross the equal sign, you have that. So what I'm saying is, you can apply another formula. Like for instance, I can say, let me apply quadratic formula. If I apply quadratic formula, my A is 1, B is 6, C is negative 3240. Then I have x as negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. I want you to use quadratic formula and tell me what are you getting as the value of x. Because what you are basically doing is, we are rewriting the equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus equals to 0. So that is the main thing. When you have one problem, make sure the equation you convert it to the form ax squared plus bx plus equals to 0, then solve. And then you get the answer. So I want to see you contributing now to the answer of to this question, so that we know whether we are together or I am alone. I'm waiting for the response. I'm waiting for the answer to that equation. Yes, what is the answer? What is the answer? What is the answer? What is x? What is x? What is x? What is x? Samitoni, what is x? What is x? Samitoni? Victor Cedric? Joishiko? Shalin? Kiamba? So what is the value of x? What is the value of x?
54.
Yes? 54, yes? 54.
54.
Yeah, 54 is the answer. So, what I want you to do is, when you are solving it using quadratic formula, I want you to reach a point where, we have negative 60 or 54, and then you say, ignore negative 60, and then you say, x is 54. So, You have to write the two solutions, negative 60 and 54, and then you ignore negative 60 and say x is 54. Then it means that the number of laptops bought after the discount, the number of laptops bought after discount, it is 54 plus 6, which is 60 laptops. So after the discount, we have 60 laptops. It is 54, because 54 is before discount. Before discount, it is 54 laptops. After discount, 54 plus 6, which is 60 laptops. Then part C, find the marked price. Find the marked price of a laptop. Find the marked price of a laptop. So the marked price of a laptop, is simply 2160,000 over 54. 2160,000 over 54. And that one you'll get, it is 40,000. This is the marked price. Marked price is 40,000 shillings. Remember, if you are told maybe what is the percentage discount, then you know what you are going to do. I'll get the marked price, and then I get what is my selling price. The selling price, I'll take 2160. For instance, if I'm asked the percentage discount, then I'll get the selling price at 2160,000 over 60, which is 36,000. And then I'll say that my discount is 4,000. So I'll say the discount is 4,000, or percentage discount 4,000 over 40,000 times 100%, which will give me 10%. So 10% will be my percentage discount. That is if I'm asked to get that. So you'll meet more questions on the same. So I cannot cover everything, but it's you, the learner, to maneuver and check. So we are remaining with about 7 minutes, and I wish that we can look at the following question. It's not on word problem. So write this as an example. You can just call it example 1 because it is not related to word problem. Just write that if x squared plus y squared is equals to 106. If x squared plus y squared is equals to 106 and x minus y is equals to 4, find the value of x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. So you can factorize that. Let us just factorize that. So we look for two numbers whose product is 1, and the sum is -2. That's -1 and -1. So x squared minus xy minus xy plus y squared, which is x into x minus y into x, and then minus y. Take note that we are getting x minus y into x minus y. But then, what is x minus y? X minus y is 4. So this is 4 times 4, which is what? 60. So you can get a question of that nature. Then, so you write that, and then part B, I'm asked, what is 2xy? What is 2xy? So I can use this and this to get 2xy. So 2xy, it is the same as x minus y, then minus into bracket. No, not that, but 2xy is actually, you can use this and this. So I can say it is x squared plus y squared, then minus into bracket, x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. Why am I saying this? Remember, x squared plus y squared, it's still here x squared plus y squared. So if I subtract the two, it is 0. But then if I put minus and then I open the bracket, then it will be 2xy. That's what I'm saying. 2xy is the same as this minus this. And the x squared plus y squared is 106 minus, and then this one we got 16, and the answer is 90. So 2xy is 90. So we are evaluating those without necessarily getting x and y first. So I hope you are writing very fast because we are remaining with around 4 minutes. Then part C, x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So this one is the same as x squared plus y squared plus 2xy, like that. But what is x squared plus y squared? X squared plus y squared is 106. So 106 plus what? 90, which is 196. And then part B, we are told what is x plus y. What is x plus y? So from up here, you should know that x squared plus 2xy plus y squared is actually x plus y squared, according to the quadratic identity. And because this one is equal to 196, then x plus y will be plus or minus the square root of 196, which is negative 14 or 14. Negative 14 or 14. At this point, avoid giving positive value only. Give the positive and the negative. So that is the way the question is supposed to be tackled. And then lastly, part E, we get the value of x and y. We get the value of x and y. This problem I usually see students missing most of part D and E. They don't get all the marks. So try to make sure you get all the marks, because if you don't write negative 14 or 14, you'll not get all the marks. So x and y. Remember we said from the question, x minus y was 4. So in the question, x minus y was what? 4. That simply means that x is y plus 4. So let me substitute it in this. X plus y is equals to negative 14 or 14. I want to substitute it in that equation there. So that means that y plus 4 plus y is equal to negative 14 or 14. So 2y is equal to, when you subtract 4 on this side, it will be negative 18. When you subtract 4, it will be 10. So this means that y is negative 9 or 5. Y is negative 9 or 5. And then you say this, when y is equal to negative 9, x is negative 9 plus 4, which is negative 5. And then when y is 5, x is equal to 5 plus 4 is equals to 9. And then you say, therefore, x is equals to negative 5, y is equals to negative 9, or x is equals to 9, y is equals to 5. That is how we now write our answer. We'll say, therefore, x is equals to negative 5, y equals to negative 9. Or x is equals to 9, y is equals to 5. So the way we do this question is very, very important. So let us ensure that we understand this question very, very well. So I wish to stop there. We will meet